Hey, welcome back to Kevin Levu Weddings. I am Meg, and in this video, I wanted to talk about something that we really don't get to talk about a lot, and that is the importance of the primary second photographer. Okay, so you may have heard primary photographer, lead photographer, and then you hear maybe like second photographer or second shooter. The words and the language that we like to use in our company is called primary second photographer. Now, when I was coming up and I was Kevin's second photographer, and we were establishing our business, I actually thought that it meant I'm less than him. I actually thought that, oh, I just am here for backup. And actually, it actually did start out that way. We've evolved our company, we've evolved our mindset, and we've had so much to leave that old way of thinking behind. And I feel like sometimes this old way of thinking is still very present within, I don't know, the industry and stuff. And I would often feel like maybe people are not really seeing the value of a primary second photographer. And I also wanted to just kind of celebrate and highlight our second photographers in our team because they do so much. And it's been really interesting to sort of step back and go, when I trained the next person to take over my job, which was a second photographer, I didn't know that I actually knew so much. And I actually didn't know my own value and my own worth. So I want to make sure and make this video so that not only do our second photographers in our team understand their value, and I hope they do because I try to tell them how important it is to what their job entails, but also to put that message forward to potential clients so that they know what they're buying, right? They know what they're purchasing. They understand what's going on between, okay, I have two photographers in this package, but like, what does that really mean? What do I need two for anyway? Let's assume you don't know anything, and let me explain to you the lead photographer and the importance of a primary second photographer. So, the way that we have it set up, and I'm sure there are many ways, how we have it set up is that the lead photographer, for example, our lead photographers are Kevin and Jen, focus on the bride, they get the bride ready, they focus on their details, they actually run the whole day. So they're like the conductor of the symphony. They make all the executive decisions of the day, most of them anyway. They make sure that the photo schedule is completed on time, and when things don't go according to plan or according to schedule, they have to have the experience, the creativity, the hustle, the drive, the ambition to make sure that they still get everything at the end of the day. Now, that is an incredible responsibility and weight of the lead photographer. It takes a certain kind of person to be that. In the same vein, the primary second photographers of our team can actually do all that. They're not just here to be backup. They're not just here to shoot redundancy photos or to get the second angle of a same type of picture. No, the actual job and role of the second photographer is to fill in the gap of what the lead photographer can't capture. For example, after, say, the lead handles the bride getting ready, the second photographer usually handles the groom getting ready. They handle that all on their own, at least within our company. The lead does not go back and forth between everything and try to handle everything on their own. That would be really hard on the lead. And it would also mean that some things aren't being captured because you're just one person. The way that we've set up our team and how we've structured our workflow on a wedding day is that they work in tandem like this. And so, hey, I'm over here, I'm catching this angle. Hey, I'm over here, I'm getting these angles. And these angles are both going to be complementary when we put all these images together, say in a blog or an album. And when you go and look at your images afterwards, you go, oh wow, like this image matches this image here. You couldn't have been in two places at once as one photographer. No, because you have a team giving complete coverage of what's going on in the moment on your wedding, which is really cool because in order for you to be completely creative as a lead, as they usually handle the romantics of things, you have your second there that you can trust to handle all the candid moments. The moments where grandma who hasn't been in this state since 85 or whatever, and finally she's here in the States with you. There happens to be this really cool symphony that takes place that is all conducted by the lead photographer. The second is like your right-hand woman or right-hand man, and they're able to add an extra bit of flavor, support, anything that the lead feels that they need to do, or they can be leaders on their own and go, oh, I need to go there. Oh, I need to go there. Oh, my lead's busy over here. I need to go there. So they're also making executive, creative decisions on the day to make sure that they're filling the gap and they're getting that overall goal, which is that complete collection, at the same time of being super creative and being on the top of their game for, like, you know, service and servicing the client and servicing not only the client but like the guests and the people who are there, and you know, operating with a smile on their face all the time. So it's a lot of balls to juggle in the air while you're trying to be an artist and while you're trying to provide a professional service. And that moral support, that team support that the two have between lead and second is also really important. They have to have a really good chemistry. They have to be able to communicate to each other in a split second when things are going down. Like, moments can be in split seconds, and if you're not tied into one another or you're not connected to one another in some way, then that moment could be lost. So I really, you know, applaud our team for, you know, really having that synchronicity with each other. And that's definitely something that you could look for in teams that you hire and vendors that you hire, is try to look for that team synchronicity, you know, that trust. And that's what it really should all be about. On the wedding day is to be able to trust whoever is working on your wedding to do their job and to do it well, and to just be confident that so that you can be present on your day and just enjoy. Okay, that's it. That's all I want to share. I'll see you next time here on Kevin Levu Weddings. Thank you, second photographers. We appreciate you.